Hello, and welcome to another Rouge unit of the week, and today we're taking a look at the BOFORS anti-aircraft gun, available to a lot of allied divisions. The BOFORS is an anti-aircraft gun that was put into production in 1934 in Sweden, as BOFORS was a Swedish arms manufacturing company. It was essentially a mid-range universal anti-aircraft gun that could be used on a mount, or you could put it on a ship. During the Second World War, the British and Americans would end up buying the rights and producing BOFORS guns because they deemed them as very useful and effective anti-aircraft guns. They're really the golden standard for AA guns of the day, and they'd use them very effectively. But the BOFORS story doesn't end there in World War II, because the BOFORS was used into service past World War II. By a lot of countries, an awful lot of countries that is, in all sorts of roles, and heck, even the BOFORS gun is still being used today by a lot of countries and still being produced. So considering this was designed in, or put into production in 1934, and still being used in 2017, really speaks volumes of how bloody useful this piece of equipment is. In-game, the BOFORS is an 80-point anti-aircraft piece available to a lot of allied divisions, and it has one weapon. And that weapon, of course, being the iconic 40mm cannon with 4 accuracy, 92 rate of fire, 10 HE, 240 rounds of ammo, 1 km range, and 11 AOE. It's a pretty good cannon. It can shoot planes, it can shoot ground targets at a rather good distance, does quite a bit of damage, and you have just enough ammo to last you a while before you need to get in that oh so important supply truck. If we take a look at the Miscellaneous stat, it has no armor whatsoever, 8 HP or strength, bad stealth, a speed of 10 km, optics of normal, and heavy cargo space. So BOFORS is pretty good. It's an anti-aircraft gun, shoots down airplanes, it's really your only 1 km range AA gun apart from the American M15. And yeah, it does a pretty good job at shooting down planes. You want to have 2 or 3 of them, I'd say, to cover your ground space and keep those pesky Stukas and Ju-88 at bay. It's an anti-aircraft gun. I also find it works rather well as an anti-infantry gun, as it does have that 1 km range. So if you do want to park it in a forest, covering a field that you're not too worried about a heavy armor attack coming through, the BOFORS can make short work of anything that comes by. It also has a good amount of HP, so if it does get artilleried, you do have a pretty good chance of getting this thing out of dodge before it's completely destroyed. It's available to a lot of decks. Highly recommend it because it is really your only long-range anti-aircraft option. And yeah, it's an anti-aircraft gun, there's really not much to say. And this has been another Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.